when you're running an SEM or a CFA, it can be important to decide whether two or more models are nested within each other or not. Because on this question, it depends whether, for instance, you can use a likelihood ratio test to compare two models. However, it's not always self-evident looking at two or more models whether they are nested or not. In this video, I show you a function you can use to check whether two or more Lavaan models are nested within each other or not. Here we have three confirmatory factor analyses. Model 1, a simple three-factor structure. Model 2, basically the same structure but with a cross-loading. X9 now also loads on visual. And model 3 with an error covariance. Now I show you how you can automatically check which of those models are nested in which others. For that we need Lavaan and the semTools package. Here is the code for the first model, simple three-factor. Here the code for the second model with the additional cross-loading of item X9. And here the model specification for the third model with the error covariance between X7 and X8. We estimate all three models, and then we can use the net function to check for model nesting. The order where you put in the resulting fit objects does not matter, because the function reorders them according to the degrees of freedom those models have. First we get a detailed explanation how to read the output, and then the output itself. We can read it row by row. A model with fewer degrees of freedom cannot be nested within a model with more degrees of freedom. Therefore, models 2 and 3 with 23 degrees of freedom can't be nested within model 1. It can only work the other way around. Here we can see model 3 is not nested within model 2. Models with the same degrees of freedom can be nested technically. If we look at the models, it's clear why this is the case, because there is not one or more parameters that can be constrained to 0 in one of the models to get to the other model. However, model 1 is nested within model 2. Here, true. If we look at the model, we can simply constrain this cross-loading to 0, and then we have model 1. And model 1 is nested within model 3, because if we set this error covariance to 0, then again we have model 1. So with the net function you can quite easily test whether two models are nested or not. If they are nested, you could use the likelihood ratio test to compare them. If they are not nested, you should rather use information criteria, AIC or BIC, if you want to compare those models with each other. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.